Hey, I'm Steve Kane, president of Rolling Strong. I want to talk to the drivers out there about a couple hacks that you can do to try to stay healthy on the road. Rolling Strong is a program that we put in place to help drivers stay healthy. We focus on sleep, nutrition, fitness, hydration, and overall stress. We have a coaching network, we have a mobile app, and lots of tools that we put in place that were built to make sense for drivers. And I say that wholeheartedly because I've been a driver. I've been in trucking for many, many years, almost 30 years, and I spent over 10 years on the road as a driver. And through that time, I had my own ups and downs and challenges with staying healthy. But I can tell you, or if you ran into any of the folks that used to be in the yard or be around me back, when I was driving, they'd tell you that I was always finding ways to exercise and stretch and stay limber and mobile. So one of the things I want to tell you about is how many tools you actually have available to you in your surroundings. A lot of people say, well, I can't work out, I don't have, there's no way to get to a gym, the truck stops don't have a gym, I can't carry weights around in the truck. That's all true, that makes sense, I get it. But there are some things that you can do. And really, we're not trying to tell you how you can be, the next, world-class athlete. We're simply trying to get you to get mobile again. Get your hips in a good position, get some flexibility through your legs, through your arms, through your back, so you're not so sore when you do go out to walk or play catch in the yard with your kids on a weekend or whatever that may be. And that starts with simple things. One of the things that's really important is you stay hydrated. And I don't mean with soda and energy drinks, I mean with good old-fashioned water. Keep yourself hydrated, and that will have a lot to do with it. Another big piece is staying away from things that cause inflammation. Wheat products, gluten, sugar, processed sugar, those are things that are going to cause inflammation, and it's also going to make your joints hurt more than they would if you didn't eat those things. And then the third thing is exercise. Let's keep the joints opened up. Let's keep flexible. When you are fueling your truck, there is a big, usually yellow pylon, steel bumper that surrounds the fuel bay. It's about as high as this plow box that I'm standing here with. And so when I was driving truck, and even now when I'm traveling and I pull up to a fuel station with my dually in my RV, I use this as an opportunity to stretch. And one of the things that I do is I just simply put my foot up on top of this. I get my knee into a 90-degree angle like this, and then I'll lean forward and I'll just let that calf stretch out nice. If I go down a little bit farther, I might feel it a little bit in the quad, and I'll just rock back and forth like this. It's better than just standing there, okay? Another thing that I can do is I can put my leg up on this, and instead of rocking forward, I can just shift my hips into a forward position. And the importance of getting those hips in that forward position and stretching out this part of your body, this part of your hip, is because when you sit all day long, you're in a position like this and your hips are hinged. And so when you stand after sitting for so many hours, it's natural for your hips to start to sink down in, putting too much pressure on your quads and the top of your kneecaps, causing joint problems and pain over time. And so these two simple exercises right there can help alleviate some of that. Another thing that you can do, and you might not want to do it, when you're there at the truck stop, but certainly if you're in a rest area, they have a picnic table that has a bench on it that's about the same height as this plyo box. There's some things you can do there as well. One of those things is simple inverted push-ups or even a plank. We don't have to do 50 push-ups. We don't have to do 20. We don't even have to do one. We can do an inverted plank like this and just hold it. And when you're holding a plank like this for the purposes of driver health, we also want to focus on letting the shoulders drop down. We want to focus on pulling that scapula back, right? And so what if I just simply did these? I bring the shoulders forward. I let the shoulders drop and get relaxed, and I let the scapula engage, and I just come back through again. So I'm just opening those shoulders up, I'm building a little strength, and it feels better than just standing around because I'm doing something. And the whole purpose here is that we want to keep them shoulders engaged, we want to keep them mobile, and that way the issues that we see from just holding our steering wheel all day and getting in that forward shoulder and forward chin that causes problems on the lumbar, we can start to alleviate some of that because we can start getting that motion and moving those shoulders the way they're intended to be used. Not up here, nice and dropped and relaxed, right? And when we want to engage them, we have a nice push-pull motion that goes through the shoulder, through the scapula, and really allows you to engage. So when you have to reach down underneath that truck and you have to grab that fifth wheel pin that's locked in there really tight, you have some strength in that shoulder. There's some mobility in there. And you're going to have less chance that you're going to you're going to tear a rotator cuff or tear a labrum or something like that within the shoulder. Just a couple quick hacks. Again, hips, keeping them in good position, keeping your shoulders nice and fluid and mobile, trying to prevent a little bit of injury, feeling a little better, maybe burning a few calories on that 30-minute stop while you're fueling or at the rest area.